Mark Jordan is a producer-director with a pedigree in prime-time current affairs and documentary. From The One Show to Dispatches, Fake Britain, and ITV's Tonight programme.
Who fed the fat cats?
Some people look at the levels of pay and just think, you're on another planet.
I make the big names shine.
Pay peanuts, you get monkeys.
Even on the front line of war and famine.
Do you remember when you were a kid at school and they said, eat your food, otherwise we're going to send it to starving kids in Africa?
I'm also happy self-shooting and presenting my own primetime documentaries.
This is the story of the 747.
It's about storytelling.
To a man who had the fortitude to seek out the worst in human behavior and bring it to light. Mark Jordan of ITN World News.
Correspondent Mark Jordan has reported from around the globe for ITN and ITV's Tonight with Trevor McDonald. He has awards to prove it. An RTS commendation as foreign correspondent. Honored at the One World Media Awards for outstanding coverage of the developing world. A gold medal winner at the New York TV Festival. And in Hollywood, Best New Series at the Genesis Awards.
How old are you, Diana?
Tonight, 100 and counting.
I suppose they think because you're 100, you're decrepit, but I'm not.
I don't think I feel more than about 50, probably. I feel young and I think young.
Scientists say that's just the beginning.
Imagine a 90-year-old who's as fit as a 30 or 40-year-old. That's where we're headed, and it could happen very soon.
The average time that people would live would be in 4 digits.
The scientific consensus now, the opinion is that within 10 to 20 years we will have a medicine which will slow down aging.
A global race is on. UCL's Institute of Healthy Aging is just one of the labs trying to find out why our 100-year-olds are defying Mother Nature. But first, I'm visiting a lady who's never been near a lab. She's lived in exactly the same house for over 100 years, including 2 world wars.
What was it like getting electricity in this house?
I suppose it was just novel, you know, you kept on going that.
Go to try the light switches out.
So here's my quest. Polls show that over 2/3 of Britain want the government's growing aid budget cut, yet 30,000 children have already died. 30,000 kids. So I've hitched a ride with UNICEF to the Kenya-Somali border. What has gone wrong? Have we really lost our appetite to feed the world? And why are we still being asked? So here's the choice. Many mums had to pick which child to keep alive as food ran out after weeks of walking. Hussein just is sitting there and he obviously doesn't understand a word that I'm saying, but hopefully he gets a sense that people are trying to help, and he's so thin, but he's just got very alert eyes. He just looks like he wants to get through, have a life. Good luck, mate. So practicality-wise, if your kid dies, you have to dig a grave.
For the first time, undercover reporters have been inside the agency to reveal why Britain is failing to get a grip on immigration.
I know some of you probably hate it, think it's the most ridiculous, chaotic place you've ever come across. And that's fine, I sometimes think that.
Tonight on Dispatches, the inside story of the agency's demise and evidence our immigration system is in a heck of a mess.
Tonight, richer pickings than any TV property guru ever dreamt of. I'm about to show you how shrewd landlords are buying up modest suburban family homes, packing them with the homeless, quadrupling the rent, and charging us, the taxpayers. Welcome to a world where Zone 6 family homes turn into 5 tiny flats, divide and profit. So this one-room housing benefit is paying £980 a month.
It's just like being in a cupboard.
It's not that wide, look, I can touch.
I'm here on the toilet,
My elbow's in the sink and my feet are in the shower.
Someone is making a lot of money.
They've used every inch of space.
This is not a flat, this is a single room.
It's an American war that ended nearly 40 years ago. But in Vietnam, they claim the casualties keep coming. Birth defects plague the country. They call them the children of Agent Orange. An old war that's now drawing new recruits in SW-10.
We have a big project in Da Nang in central Vietnam, which has got the highest incidence of congenital deformity in the world. And that's thought to be as a result of Agent Orange used during the Vietnam War.
You see them turn up on the back of a motorbike coming from miles and miles and miles, and they'll have heard of a hope, just that tiny flicker that maybe this was somebody that can help our child. So they will take every penny or dong that they've got to get there, and they'll sit and wait. We've met little children on the doorstep of the A&E department. They got there, they heard we were there and waited. It's heartbreaking, but also then the system kind of starts to work.
In 2 weeks, facing the world to perform 20 operations, they're heading home.
From its birth to the desert graveyard, cradle to grave, this is the story of the 747.
The very last 747 to fly passengers for an American carrier parked up in the Boneyard this year.
This is where the whales come to rest when they're done with their job.
It's just amazing the size of them. I'm on a voyage to uncover how this giant ever got off the ground.
So right now, I'm in the wing of a 747. I've been tracking the pioneers that made that very first flight.
So this is you on the first flight?
Yes.
I flew some of the test flights on this airplane.
No one said it would be easy.
This had all the earmarks of the Titanic.
When we pause and look up at the sky and see the 747, we can say, when we're at our best, that's what we can achieve.